your area. Yo, it's funny how be always serving us all up in between where they want to carry us.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Detroit Pistons. And guys, for the Pistons, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And this evening, going head-to-head, two of the best rebounding teams in the league. Should be a serious bump and grind. Kenny, what makes these two clubs so great on the boards?
Fundamentals, Ernie. Fundamentals.
Okay.
You know, that's something that you can teach, but then there's something that you can't teach. Speed and size.
And you have to want it more than the next guy. And your instincts, you got to have be like a great rebounder. You got to have great anticipation, a la Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
Yeah. And with the game just about ready to begin, time to send it to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake Erie as the streets of downtown Cleveland, Ohio are alive with activity. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Nerlens Noel. Still a fresh new reality for him, only his second game on the new team, and we'll see if he's feeling more comfortable tonight.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Stan Van Gundy has coached the likes of Alonzo Mourning, Shaquille O'Neal, and Dwight Howard. But he said, as a rebounder, Andre Drummond is as good as anybody, if not the best that I've ever been around. He just goes out and gets the ball. Drummond said, it's just the will. The will to get the ball most people won't jump for. I just put myself out there. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Drummond is just a hulk of a man. He's really the backbone of this team. Well, Smitty, we have a fantastic matchup between two of the top centers in the league right in front of us here. It's a throwback to an era of an earlier time when big men were dominant in this league.
Kevin, I remember those days when you just sat down, you wanted to see Shaq versus Ewing, Hakeem versus David Robinson. Those were fun. Yes, as a guard, we had matchups, but you know, that was different. Those were the big man battles. I miss those days.
I do too. And it's the Pistons to start out. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. They've got Drummond. Kennard is out there with Harris. And it's Delaney in at the point guard position. Here's Delaney. Here's Drummond. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, good box out. Keeps him shielded off and then draws the over-the-back call.
Over-eager to make a play. Got out of control. That's an unnecessary foul.
Pass to Kennard. Passes it to Drummond. Over Howard. Drummond with another miss. On defense, Detroit coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And you know, when everyone's working together, taking care of their roles, it just makes the game easier.
You know what? We got to see what this offense is capable of. When they get into a rhythm, man, watch out.
Now here is Harris. Playing Houston, he was nearly unstoppable. 5 to shoot. Here's Kennard. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Ricky Rubio checked in for the Cavaliers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Kicks it out to Love. It's Drummond with the rebound.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Delaney, the pass to Kennard. Drummond with a screen on Rubio. Delaney kicks to Harris. And the layup's good off the glass. Harris has got his first points in this one.
Difficult to stop inside. Harris with the excellent feel and touch around the basket.
Baldwin. Rebound by the Pistons.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Well, the truth is, he probably makes this shot a little more often than he should, so it's hard to resist.
Here's Kennard. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Houston. The shot's good from Delaney.
Good pick by Andre. His athleticism to get in position, the threat to roll off, reason why that play works.
Will it go? A nice shot by Baldwin.
And that ends the frustration. They've been ice cold to start this one.
Yeah, their first bucket of the night. You can hear the collective sigh of relief.
Here's Delaney. Last time out he had 13 points. Harris kicks to Drummond. Over Howard. Excellent D from Howard. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to Baldwin. Clock at 6 for 3. Love. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The ultimate stretch 4. Love with tremendous range.
Dishes to Harris. Drummond a screen. Howard against Harris. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Baldwin. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Can't convert, but a good opportunity from mid-range. He'll take that every time.
There's a good screen. Delaney, the pass to Harris. The 10-footer. Detroit, no good that time either. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Tobias Harris, the former Tennessee Volunteer. You would think a player who has been so efficient, Steve, on offense his whole career wouldn't have bounced around as much as he has.
It is surprising how much he's changed teams. Always a factor on offense, and he doesn't need many touches. If I'm a coach, I love to have him as an option.
Here's Baldwin. After the basket by Detroit. Poke loose. Here's Delaney. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Howard with it. He dishes it to Rubio. It's a pick by Love. And Howard has it in the corner. Howard with a screen on Harris. Baldwin kicks to Howard. Over Drummond. And another miss by Cleveland. Detroit leading by 4. Delaney, the pass to Siakam. Drummond, the screen. The pass to Siakam. Here's Delaney. He's guarded by Love. Drummond with a screen on Rubio. This one for 3. Shot's good by Kennard. Kennard's got 7 points in the game.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Oh,
that's how you attack.
Agree.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Here's Kennard. He has 7. Harris outside. Expanding his range. The shot comes out. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
Drummond, a screen. Here's Delaney. Love grabs the board.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
He nails it, and we're tied up.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't beat him up on the perimeter.
Drummond with a screen on Rubio. And that one's good. Delaney. He's got 5.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Out left to the wing. Screen by Howard. Pass to Baldwin. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Delaney kicks to Harris. Here's Siakam. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston, and it's Drummond missing.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
The 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Jackson is doubled to the left side wing. Johnson kicks to Jackson. The dish now to Mozgov. Just 5 to shoot. Picked by Mozgov. Bradley. Detroit, no good that time either. And here's Cleveland. They're on an 18-7 run. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
On up the court. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Cleveland's gone 4 of 8 on their 3-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Here's Baldwin. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That one on Mozgov.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Steve, so let me ask you this. Do players consciously think about it? I need a couple free throws. I need a couple of layups. I got to get a couple of shots per quarter. I mean, do they try to plot and plan an individual quarter like that and how they're going to score in different ways?
You're totally right, Kevin. The reason why is because as a 2-guard back in the day, if I could get to that free throw line and put a foul on a guy that's guarding me, that loosens up his defensive mentality. He's not as aggressive. And then now I know when I get to the bonus, I can drive it. He's either going to let me go or I can create contact and get to that line. You want to score easy, and that's how most scorers do. They really score easy. We just kind of applaud them when they're knocking down threes and big shots.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Baldwin. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Pistons trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
To the middle. And the rejection by Noel. Baldwin the pass to Noel. And there's the feed to Daniels. Passes it to Baldwin. Clock at 6. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Jackson. He had 10 points in the win against Houston. Kicks it to Bradley. Shot to stop the run. Cavaliers with the rebound. Baldwin kicks to Rose. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Cavalier lead. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. 1:36 left to play in the first. Now here's Ellenson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Houston.
Yeah, but his shot blocking was a factor as well. 3 on the game, just a major presence on the D.
Now here's Rose. They lead by 11. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Harper, he's checked in for Baldwin. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the first. Outside Bradley. He kicks it to Johnson. Feeds to Jackson. Right side Bradley. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Cleveland leading by 9. Right side Rose. Noel in the corner. Here's the 3. And it's Derrick Rose with the 3. Rose has got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Bradley kicks to Ellenson. Johnson the screen. Jackson against Rose. Jackson misses.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Daniels. A shot, no good. Bradley with some nice D. He feeds it to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. And no good. And so it's Cleveland. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Cavaliers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Jackson and Bradley are in the backcourt. Mozgov is out there with Ellenson, and it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Pistons trail by 12. And so many great Pistons over the years. You think back to the bad boy era and all throughout the great history of this franchise. Smitty, you grew up in the area. Was there a Piston you modeled your game after growing up?
Yeah, there were. There were 2 guys, and Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. You could see their impact both these players had on both ends of the floor. They were interchangeable. They both can handle, can shoot. And what I love is the chemistry they had between those 2, and they are good friends of mine.
And Avery Bradley won the national high school title at Findlay Prep and was considered a top 5 prospect. Some had him even at number 1, and still after 1 season at Texas, he fell to the Celtics at 19 in that 2010 draft.
Here's Bradley following the score by Derrick Rose. Mozgov kicks to Ellenson. Outside Bradley. 5 on the clock. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Bradley, a great athlete. He won the dunk contest in high school. Terrific player. But he's not a big highlight player, it seems, in the NBA, Greg.
Yeah, you know, his strength and explosiveness more on display defensively, and that's been his meal ticket. He's added skill, though. He's turned the corner and has become a two-way threat.
Smitty, there are those players you worry that if they hit a couple in a row, man, they begin to heat up, and then they get in that microwave category where they can heat up in a hurry and watch out.
Those guys, Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, J.R. Smith, Jamal Crawford, Kyle Korver, those guys, when they get on the roll, they keep going over and over and over, and they are seeking shots. Steph Curry, there's a list goes on and on, Kevin. I love watching when they get hot.
Johnson, the shot misses. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now here's Jackson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Noel, a screen on Jackson. Shoots off the screen. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Rough start to this game. Hits one bucket in the first and nothing here in the second.
And Mozgov throws it down.
Oh, nice setup there. And defensively, last thing you want to do is let Mozgov catch it at the rim.
Here's the chosen one. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Outside Rose. Back to Noel. And Ellenson pulls it down.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
Goes back up. And the layup good by Mozgov.
A man with height and reach. Mozgov screaming extra chance point.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. A different look now for Cleveland. Howard's checked in for Harper. Love comes in for Nerlens Noel. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Love kicks to Rubio. Cleveland moving it around. The chosen one passes to Shumpert. Love outside. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Pass to Delaney. Drummond a screen. Delaney kicks to Siakam. Right wing. Doubled by Howard. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Drummond. And the lead is down inside single digits. Drummond's got his first bucket in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Rubio dishes to Shumpert. No good from outside. Pistons trail by 9. Here's Kennard. 7 points in the game. There's the pass to Siakam. And the rejection by Love. Drummond the screen. Here's Delaney. Covered by Rubio. Up again. Here's Drummond with the second effort. And the layup is good. Drummond's got 4 this quarter.
You have to block out better than that. Drummond, one of the best in the league at converting off the glass.
And here's Rubio. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Shumpert penetrating. Rebound, Detroit. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's sent back by Howard.
And Howard takes his shot blocking very seriously, skying up and sending him back with his impressive vertical.
They need this one. Now Harris. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Drummond passes to Harris. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Not known for blocking shot, but Kevin Love got all of that one.
5 on the clock. Kennard. Rubio with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. It's a pick by Love. Rubio, the pass to the chosen. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. The chosen one's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
They double him with Love. Kennard, the pass to Delaney. Here's Kennard. Six to shoot. Drummond with a screen on Rubio. He took good advantage of that screen. Delaney's got his third basket of the night.
I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
Howard kicks to Baldwin. Back to Howard. Dishes to Love. Takes the three. Love with another miss. Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Delaney kicks to Harris. From down in the low post, it goes. Now just a 5-point Cavalier lead. Here's Baldwin, guarded by Harris. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Well said. Now here is Harris. Siakam kicks to Drummond. Over Howard. Drummond misses the follow-up.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Here's Baldwin. And he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Drummond a screen. Harris dishes to Drummond, and there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. On defense, Cleveland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Kennard, the pass to Siakam. 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. But they get it back to the inside. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more.
Good eyes by Drummond. He's working on this. Spots the open man, delivers the dime.
The Pistons have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And so here's Cleveland. 6-point game. Back to Rubio. Launches a 3, drills it from outside. Rubio's got his first 3 points of the game.
Usually on the front end of the catching fire. Rubio on the finishing end right there.
Pass to Siakam. Pistons passing it around. To the paint. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Down low and stolen by Drummond. Harris, right side. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Now here's Love. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
And Rubio kicks to Howard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Cleveland.
And this is a high-powered offense today. Clicking on all cylinders, making things happen, and also a good use of the 3-ball. Just enough to keep the defense off balance.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Brown is checked in for Howard. And Daniels subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
No surprise, in a battle of wheels down low, the big man comes away with it.
Brown the pass to Baldwin. Brown with the screen on Harris. To the paint, up off the screen.
That's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
And you look at that lead pass there, he just has such a great feel for the game.
Jackson kicks to Harris. Johnson outside. He dishes it to Drummond. Over Love and Andre Drummond. The bucket on the assist by Johnson. Drummond's got 8 points.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
Brown with the screen on Johnson. To the paint. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The vision of Love, the willingness to make the extra pass, just more reasons why he's so dangerous in this offense. And Kevin Love has feasted on the open looks he gets in Cleveland. He's become a high-volume 3-point shooter.
Now here's Bradley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. Jackson from long range. Doesn't go that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Brown with the screen on Harris. Here's Baldwin. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And over the course of his career, Kevin Love has made a steady increase in his number of 3-point attempts.
His rookie season, can you believe it? He made just 2 triples the whole season. Now he makes over 2 a game, and for a power forward, his jump shot is pretty.
The Pistons have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Detroit making a switch here. Ellinson's checked in. Free throw good, Drummond.
A 5-star recruit out of high school, Drummond, one of the more talented centers we have in the game.
Jackson against Rose. Here's Baldwin. Here's Noel. Here's Baldwin. He's got 20. Inside. For the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Kept alive. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Ellenson.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Here's Baldwin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
that's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. At the end of one, they were still firmly in control, up by 12. The second quarter wasn't as kind to them, but they still fought through some mistakes to have a 6-point cushion at the half. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, I think to shoot a high percentage, your offense has to be in sync. And in the first half, those guys were sharing the basketball, playing for each other. Now it becomes a matter of being consistent at it.
Check. What you think about the Pistons?
Well, they shot under 40% in the half. That tells the story right there. The defense deserves some credit for disrupting them a little bit, but they need to counteract with more creativity on offense. Fewer isolations, more movement, better shot selection.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back, folks. So much to do here in downtown Cleveland and East 4th Street, right in the heart of it all. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. We've got Kevin Love. Also Howard out there. Amon Shumpert is out there with Baldwin. They're the group for Jeff Hornacek starting the second half. Pistons trail by 6. Passes it to Delaney. Here's Drummond. And finally they hit one. Drummond's got the first basket of the third quarter for Detroit.
Working every day to develop his skills. Drummond with a nice finish inside.
It's a pick by Love. Baldwin the pass to Howard. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 25 points in the game.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Delaney kicks to Drummond. Shot from the wing. That one off the back iron and out.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
A nice shot by Baldwin.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on him.
Here's Delaney. 8 points for him. And it's sent back by Howard.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Baldwin the pass to Love. And again, it's Cleveland.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Delaney kicks to Drummond. Back to Delaney. Drummond the screen. Delaney the pass to Drummond. The timely screen gave him a step and he took it all the way. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
Confident scoring effort by Drummond tonight. Feels like he has everything working to his advantage.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Drummond the screen. Pass to Siakam. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Harris kicks to Delaney. Drummond the screen. Offensive rebound. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Drummond's got it back down to single digits for the Pistons.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where that athlete way up there. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was. At the break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Tobias Harris third.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
And I don't think there's a player on that list who can't also light it up from the outside. Every one of those guys is a hot streak just waiting to happen.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
The chosen one, he's checked in for Baldwin. Kennard's shot is off. Cleveland leading by 10. And it's sent back by Drummond.
The foot speed to get in position, the quickness of the jump. Drummond with raw talent as a shot blocker.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. You know, Stephen, I think of Stan Van Gundy, I think of Versa, because we all know he's the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, but he's in charge of all their personnel moves, too. This guy's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah, he does. I mean, when you start to look at it, he's wearing two hats. And one thing, he's doing a good job trying to run this organization from a management standpoint and also from a coach's standpoint. So far, so good for Stan.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Here's Kennard. 12 points for him. There's the pass to Siakam. Here's Kennard to the wing right side. To the left side wing. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Shumpert in the corner. Pass to the chosen one. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Delaney kicks to Siakam. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the lead pass.
It's a pick by Love. Bobbed up there for Love. Mozgov with the steal. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Rubio's checked in. So it's the Pistons now, trailing here by 8. Here's Siakam. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Now here's Mozgov. Harris kicks to Delaney. Picked by Mozgov. The three. Delaney no good.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
Here's the chosen one. Here's Howard. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Detroit.
And Howard living at the line, all about knocking him down.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
For the Pistons, Bradley comes in for Tobias Harris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Malcolm Delaney. Mozgov sets a screen for Jackson. Mozgov kicks to Siakam. That one goes. Count it. Siakam's got 4 this quarter. Cleveland leading by 7. Rubio outside. And Howard has it in the corner. And Rubio kicks to Love. Here's the chosen one. Good on the triple. The chosen one's got 6.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Coming out of the break, they've relied on their perimeter offense to generate points. Right now, it's working.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And Cleveland making a change here. Noel's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Henry Ellenson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Johnson in for Kennard. And that one drops for him. Rubio's got his second bucket.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
Outside Jackson. Johnson kicks to Ellenson. And he banks in the layup. Ellenson's got his third bucket of the night.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Rubio dishes to Noel. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Cavaliers lead by 9. And here's Jackson. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. The dish to Bradley. From outside the arc, another three for Detroit.
For a guy who's much more natural shooting the long two, Bradley's worked hard to increase his range.
Rubio right side. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's the chosen one. His three-pointers off the mark.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And there are a few players in the NBA who can match Reggie Jackson with the fearless approach he takes to the game. He'll always look to take that big shot, Steve, and goes right at bigger defenders and doesn't blink.
When you're Jackson's size, you have to have that mentality. Always looking for a way to attack a defense. Doesn't always work out, but the aggression he plays with never dies.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look now for Cleveland. Brown is checked in for Howard. And it's Rose in for Ricky Rubio. Picked by Mozgov. A three from Bradley. Pistons keep it alive.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Ellenson kicks to Bradley. On the wing, Jackson. Mozgov a screen on Brown. Jackson gets the bucket.
Tell you what, I love that he didn't get rattled after being blanked in the first half. His shot has been absolute money since then.
Outside Rose. Pulls up. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And a look here at the shot chart for Detroit.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
Three from the inbound. Baldwin can't get it to go.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
1:51 left in the third. To the inside. Noel. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Noel's got 6 points. .141 left to play in the third. Now Jackson. He's got 6. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Out to the right wing. No good on the three.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
1:02 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. No good on that one. Nice D from Rose. Fires the three. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 11 in the second half.
And just carrying over from his last game. Completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Ellenson.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Noel. Here's Baldwin. 33 points for him. The three. Another three for Cleveland.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Back right after this. And now let's take a listen to Stan Van Gundy on a recent huddle.
We need to make solid plays, okay? Solid plays, aggressive plays, but solid plays, all right?
Wanting to keep up the energy here, Stan Van Gundy would also like to add a dose of greater efficiency.
You know, it's a delicate balance. To perform your best, you need to go 100%, but also be in control while doing it.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. On the floor for Detroit, Bradley and Johnson fill out the perimeter. Ellenson is out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Jackson in a point guard. Poked away. It's stolen by Rose.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
Here's Johnson, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That one on Rose. First one falls for him.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And both free throws good for Johnson. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Baldwin. Right wing. Noel passes to Rose. Noel sets a screen for Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pistons trail by 8. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Drummond a screen. Here's Johnson. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The chosen one passes to Rose. Here's Baldwin. No good on the triple.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
They get a hand on it. Ellenson dishes to Jackson. Shoots from 12. And he overshot that one, missing. Cleveland leading by 6. Cleveland moving the ball around. Noel, a screen on Johnson. Here's Baldwin. He's guarded by Johnson. Fires from deep. And Ellenson pulls it down. Ellenson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jackson with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Jackson kicks to Drummond. Here's Bradley. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And this is what Avery likes. It's where he feels most comfortable, the in-between area.
To the wing right side. Nailed from three-point land. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks just.
Here's Jackson. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
The 7-foot wingspan of Reggie Jackson makes him a bigger player inside, helps him draw fouls.
That's good from Jackson. Love check in for the Cavaliers. Then for the Pistons, Siakam is checked in for Ellenson. Tobias Harris comes in for Johnson. And it's Kennard in for Bradley.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Here's Baldwin. Over in the corner, Rose. Kicks it out to Love. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And until someone stops him, he's just going to continue to keep firing from distance.
He does a great job, in my opinion, of finding space along the perimeter and has the touch to knock these down.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. For the Cavaliers, Howard comes in for Noel. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Rose. Malcolm Delaney, he's checked in for the Pistons. Harris outside. Pass to Siakam. To the inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Dwight Howard. For several years, you've looked at Andre Drummond, and the first word that comes to mind is potential. He is still learning, still developing, certainly, but, you know, you wonder, Steve, if he's starting to approach the type of player he's going to be in Plateau.
You know, let's be clear. He's a great player, but people might have overshot what he could have been. Needs to play with a bit more urgency, but he's still young, and he can make another leap in his play.
Baldwin, the pass to Howard. They double him with Drummond. There's the feed to Shumpert. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Delaney. Drummond the screen. Ball's knocked loose. Over to the wing. Here's Kennard. He drains the quick shot. Cleveland leading by 8. To the middle. Love kicks to Baldwin. Inside and stolen by Drummond. Snatched away. Here's Baldwin. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Pistons trail by 8. Kennard, the pass to Delaney. Drummond, the screen. Here's Kennard. Harris outside. And there's the pass to Siakam. Delaney kicks to Drummond. Over Howard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Baldwin. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Shoots. Drained for 2 points. Baldwin's got 38 points.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Here's Delaney. Kicks it to Harris. Pulls it from the elbow. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. A nice shot by Baldwin.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Passes it to Delaney. Drummond a screen. Here's Delaney. 5 on the clock. Drummond a screen. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Baldwin, guarded by Harris. Back to Love. Out to the right wing. No good from outside. Pistons trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Out to Harris. Tries a three. Drills the three-pointer.
We know Harris is good off the dribble. Now becoming equally adept at the catch and shoot.
And stolen by Drummond. Here's Delaney. Feeds it to Harris. Drummond a screen. And it's Harris off the drive to the paint. And it's sent back by Howard. Here's Baldwin, guarded by Harris. Baldwin the pass to Shumpert. Cleveland moving the ball around. Howard, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Cavaliers lead by 11. The Pistons have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Pass to Kennard. There's Siakam out to the right wing. Drummond a screen. Here's Delaney. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hard to keep Andre from doing this when he's motivated. One of the league's best at following up shots.
Baldwin kicks to Love. Love with the screen on Harris. Pass to Baldwin. Screen by Howard. Off the screen. And that one comes up a bit short. Pistons trail by 9. Harris passes to Kennard. And there's the pass to Delaney. Drummond a screen. Shot off the pick. The shot missing. And Cleveland the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Baldwin. Love with the screen on Harris. Shumpert dishes to Love. Just 5 on the clock. Look at that jam!
Nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's Baldwin, guarded by Harris. Here's Howard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
You heard a lot of legends saying Dwight Howard should dominate in the post. I think he still can on the defensive end, not so much on the offensive end.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He said, we've come this far. Now we've got to give everything left to get this one, and we can do it. So go out there and do it. Guys, we'll see what they can do.
Harris against Love. You know, Steve, even at his peak, Dwight Howard probably dominated more with force than with finesse, perhaps.
You're so correct. He dominated with defense, rebounding, and finishing with power. That was enough to make him a superstar. He's never been the most skilled offensively. He hasn't needed to be.
Bradley's checked in for Kennard.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Here's Baldwin. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
Pistons trail by 13. Delaney kicks to Bradley. He can't hit that time. Shumpert with some nice deep. Cleveland's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Baldwin, guarded by Harris. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And you really have to toe that line with the physicality just to prevent Howard from the end one.
That's good from Howard. Here's Delaney. He kicks it to Drummond. Over Howard. And it's sent back by Howard. But he stays with it. Here's Delaney. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Howard. Kicks it out to Love. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Has his man, just misses with the pass. Not sure what happened on that play.
Pistons trail by 14. Bradley drives in. Bradley with another miss. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Howard setting the pick for Love. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Baldwin. 6 on the shot clock. Love the pass to Baldwin. Here's Shumpert. Off target with his 3. Harris outside. In the corner, it's Delaney. And stolen by Howard. Shumpert with it. So it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. You guys pulled away in the second half. What were the differences?
No, we all contributed tonight, and if we have a well-balanced, scoring and we're efficient on both ends, we usually end up winning the game. And, like you said, the second half was big for us tonight.
You got it done when it counted. Thanks very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you later.